All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of my honors, praise, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors and blessings be unto the apostles and elders of GMS that do were well, starting off with the apostle Tarn on down, the true men of Yahweh Bahashem Shai that's been pushing his word for 30 plus years. They're still doing so today. And blessings and salutations be unto you, Akim, out there, you censor Akim that's pushing this word through the spirit, through the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, blessings be unto you and your household, households. And this is I wanted to do a commentary video. All right, a commentary lesson based off this video I'm about to play for you, and it's like 2 minutes and 45 seconds, a little under 3 minutes. And actually, I did a little mini movie a few months back based off this video, and the spirit helped me to go deeper in this video. And right here, this guy right here, his name is Maurice Sklar, yes, Maurice Sklar, and he's actually a famous violinist. All right, and he actually has a vision of America being destroyed. All right, being burned up by thermonuclear missiles. Okay, so Lord's will, I'll play this video, get some scriptures, and Lord's will, this lesson be edifying to Yahweh Shema Shai's elect.
In the second vision, I saw America from the outer atmosphere. In a spectacular panorama, I saw America in a glorious sweep from coast to coast.
Before I even get any further in the video, let me get this right here. All right, this is the book of... All right, don't want to jump ahead of myself. This is the book of St. Joel 2 and verse 28, and it says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit." All right, now let's go back to verse 28 where it says, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. All right, now real quick, let's go into the word visions and see what it says. Because Maurice said he had a vision. All right.
Strong's H 2384. Chizayon.
All right, and it says vision. Let me keep going. It says vision, oracle, prophecy, and divine communication. All right, divine communication. And going back to the book of Joel 2:28, what do it say? It says, And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. All right, meaning that Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna, basically, pour out unto them what's to come. All right, through them sleeping, having visions and having dreams and stuff like that, man. All right, there's been accounts of people, having visions about Yahweh Shai returning, man. All right, about the Lord's second return, about the Lord's second coming. All right, and they were not beautiful. They were not something to take lightly. All right, we have one vision of the little Israelite girl. All right, she was crying about the vision they had. About the vision she had about Yahweh Shai's second return. She was crying. She was terrified. And her family tried to get her to calm down and stop crying, but they couldn't, because that's how bad, all right, the vision was. All right. But in this case, Yahweh Shema Shai gave this man Maurice Sklar a vision of America being destroyed, man, aka Babylon. All right. Now real quick, let's go back to the video. Let's start from the top.
In the second vision, I saw America from the outer atmosphere. In a spectacular panorama, I saw America in a glorious sweep from coast to coast and from north to south. I felt like I was flying at supersonic speed, like a rocket or a missile, just several hundred feet above ground. It was so majestic and beautiful. I saw the big cities of the East Coast and with their tall skyscrapers, the Midwest with its miles of lush farmland, crossing the mighty Mississippi and then the Great Plains and the prairie lands of the West, followed by the awesome Grand Canyon, the majestic mountains of the Rockies, all the way to the West Coast, the Golden Gate Bridge, followed by a sweep of Southern California, and then to the Pacific Ocean, all the way from Alaska to Hawaii. It was like watching an IMAX movie. It was just spectacular. Then suddenly I saw fire begin to hit in small pockets in different cities, almost like one of those Cold War nuclear war arcade games that came out years ago.
All right, so he's naming all these cities, all these, these landmarks and whatnot. All right, there, they look nice and stuff. All right, he's naming bridges, and he's seeing trees and seeing everything's beautiful. All right, the nature and stuff. It's looking good. But then he just said after he's seen that, he just seen well, let's play it back real quick.
That's the way it hit in small pockets. It was like watching an IMAX movie. It was just spectacular. Then suddenly I saw fire begin to hit in small pockets and different.
Yep. So he's seen all these beautiful spots and whatnot, in the nature and the buildings and the cities and stuff and the landmarks. Then all of a sudden he just sees fire. All right. He just sees fire. Now that reminds me of the scripture right here. Going to Joel. All right. Or excuse me, Salakia. All right, because this place, all right, believe it or not, is going to be destroyed by fire, man. All right. Now him saying that everything he seen was beautiful, and then the things that he said that were appealing to the eye, basically got hit with nukes, and he seen fire. All right, now those who can find it. It's in the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. Yep, right here. St. Joel 2 and verse 3. And it says, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. All right, meaning that right now, as far as America goes, everything's still intact. Everything's up and running. Everything's looking good. The buildings are still standing. People are still living their life. America is still, holding up per se. All right, everything's good. Everything is nice. All right. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Now let's play that back. It says the land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Right, before what? Before the nukes. Okay. Before the nukes hit America, everything is looking good. Everything's looking nice. The nature, everything is still intact. All right. And it says, and behind them a desolate wilderness, meaning that after the nukes hit America, after they hit their target, their target. All right, America is going to look like a desolate wilderness. All right, and I'm pretty sure we have seen images on Google or whatnot of a desolate woods. All right, of a desolate wilderness. All right, it's stubble. Okay, and it says, yea, and nothing shall escape them. Escape what? Who is the them? All right, or should I say, what is the them? The them is regarding to the ICBMs. All right, those nuclear missiles, man. Okay. Now let's play the video back.
Cities, almost like one of those Cold War nuclear war arcade games that came out years ago.
You heard him? He said Cold War, nuclear war. All right. So in this vision, he's seeing fire. All right. And then it's funny how after he said the word fire, he mentioned a Cold War, a nuclear war. All right. Because according to the Bible, all right, World War III is mentioned in the Bible. All right. The third war, all right, is biblical prophecy, man. All right. You can't avoid it. You can't get around it. All right.
That's the way it looked to me as I watched. Then I saw more and more explosions. It got bigger and bigger, and then big giant explosions began to happen all at once. They all went up in mushroom clouds. For what?
Oh, he said mushroom clouds. And isn't that in the book of Isaiah 34? No, let's get that. All right. This is the book of Isaiah 34. And I believe verse 4. It says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. All right, and it says, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And what's that scroll? The mushroom cloud, man. Okay, that mushroom cloud. All right, because after the nuclear missile hit, after the impact, after the fire and whatnot, excuse me, after the impact, of the nuclear missile, okay, the explosion of the nuke is gonna bring that mushroom cloud. All right, that big explosion of the nuke, the impact. All right, that's the scroll. All right, talked about in Isaiah 34 and verse 4, the mushroom cloud, and that's what he's seeing. Okay. So this guy named Maurice Sklar, all right, has been given a vision from Yahweh Shema Shai about the destruction of America, man, of Babylon.
Seemed like an eternity, although I knew bigger and bigger, and then big giant explosions began to happen all at once. They all went up in mushroom clouds for what seemed like an eternity, although I knew it was only a few minutes in the vision. I couldn't see anything but these clouds of dark smoke. Then it finally cleared. I was stunned at what I saw. The entire land of the United States of America was burned and charred.
Man, call Loyim Yahweh Shema Shai, man. He just said he was stunned. He marveled at it. He said he was astonished. All right. Then he said that the United States of America was stubble. It was burned, man. And that's scriptural, man. All right. These things are scriptural. All right. It's like I keep pressing home button by accident. Excuse me. All right. He said everything was stubble, man. And isn't that mentioned in the book of Malachi, the 4th chapter? Yes, it is. All right. Malachi 4 and 1. And it says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And in this day, how is it going to burn like an oven? By way of thermonuclear missiles. And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. All right, so not only is America going to be destroyed, the people that's inside of America that dwells in folly and walks in a very, very haughty spirit, you're gonna be stubble as well. All right, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And didn't that guy Maurice say that America was stubble? It was nothing, all right, a desolate wilderness. Let's go back to the video. Let's play it back.
On one end, then it finally cleared. I was stunned at what I saw. The entire land of the United States of America.
He said the entire land of the United States of America, the entire land, man. For 1 hour, all right. For 1 hour, all right. Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna have his way. Is gonna have his way with America, man, through those nukes.
Was burned and charred. From one end to the other, there was not one green thing growing. It looked like black, charred, and burnt ruins from sea to shining sea. The Lord then said to me, "This is the end of Babylon. She shall be utterly consumed with fire."
Woo! Now this man quoting scriptures, man. All right. I'm not sure if it's the KJV, but hey, the Lord the Lord gave me a vision. The Lord put this vision. I mean, put this vision in spirit for him to, while we sleep. All right, to say these things, man. All right, we are in the end. All right, and the cherry on top of this whole banana split is gonna be this the nuclear destruction, man. I'll play it back one more time, so like it.
Black, charred, and burnt ruins from sea to shining sea. The Lord then said to me, "This is the end of Babylon. She shall be utterly consumed with fire." I said to the Lord, "Surely this can't be America. Why will you allow such a thing?" He said, "This shall be the end of all nations that forsake me for the idols of Babylon. They shall be utterly burned with fire. They shall never be rebuilt again. Only in the time of my kingdom shall the nations be restored. And then I shall create a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. When the time is right, I will allow you to release these visions to warn my people to flee from the wrath to come."
Man, he mentioned Revelation, I believe, and he mentioned 2 Peter's, man. Come on, man. A new heaven and a new earth? That's talking about after America's destroyed. After America's destroyed, all right, that's going to be the establishment, the establishment of the new heavens and new earth. And what's that? The kingdom, man. The kingdom of Israel that will be here on earth. All right, that will be here on earth for all eternity. All right. Amen. This is beautiful. All right.
Time is right. I will allow you to release these visions to warn my people to flee from the wrath to come.
Okay, that was it. All right, real quick before I end it. All right. Let me get this. This is the book of Revelation 18 and verse 21. Okay, phone acting up, but it's all right. Revelation 18 and verse, 20, and it says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai hath avenged you on her. And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon," all right, America, "be thrown down." All right, so what's that violence talking about? Okay, I'm talking about that great sword, man. The thermonuclear missiles, the nukes. All right, that's the violence. World War III, man. A nuclear war. Okay, real quick before I finish Rev 18, let's get this real quick. Isaiah 9 and verse 5, and it says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood." All right, prime example, watch 300, Braveheart, things like that. Confused noise. All right, you hear archers, arrows shooting. All right, you see, you hear war cries, things of that nature. All right, you hear swords clinging together. All right, and it says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Right, this what? This World War III. All right, shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, and what's that? The nuclear war, man. All right. that will be in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, Yahweh's judgment. All right, Mashapatyan, man. All right, Yahweh Shaphat, I believe. All right, and that's gonna be World War III, evidently, man. Now let's go back to Rev 18 and verse. Let's finish that. Verse 21, and it says, "Thus for violence shall the great city of Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." All right, and shall be found no more at all, man. So once America is done, is destroyed, that will be our last time going into any captivity. All right, it says in the as is written in the book of Lamentations 4, verse 21. All right. So hey, man, America's through, man. All right, America's out the window and down the drain. All right. With that being said, I want to say, call Elohim, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, Lord's will, you Akim, are edified. With that being said, Shalom.